Hi everyone, today I'll be showing you how you can apply wind load to your building structure. I'll be showing you about 2 or 3 ways how you can apply wind load to your structure. But before we get to it, if you are a new viewer and you haven't subscribed, kindly take 30 seconds of your time to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that we can always be on the same page whenever I post a new video. Okay, if that is done, this is your model. So now we want to apply the wind load and then we move forward to do the analysis. So you come to analysis and then you go to building analysis. Okay, the first thing you do is you come to model option and then make sure this is in none. If that is in none, then it is fine. So you go back to pre-analysis, then you hit the loading combinations. So click on loading combinations. So you come to loading generator. So this is your vertical load. This is the tab for your vertical load, that is the dead and the live load, all your gravity loads. And this is the horizontal load, which is basically your seismic load, your notional load, wind load, soil pressure load, temperature load. Alright, so under the vertical load you can create an unfactored dead plus live load. Then come to horizontal, then you hit the wind load. This will automatically get clicked. Then you can also define for separate negative load cases, but I'm not doing that right now. So you click on OK. Alright, so you will see your load combination for the wind load here. So if you look at number 13 here, you will see dead plus wind plus live. You can see dead minus wind plus live, dead plus wind plus live, dead minus wind plus live, and you can see the factor here. You can see the factors here. Alright, okay, so you click on OK. So now you've loaded it. Then you come to the third tab here where you see wind and story load. So you click on that. Now you can see you have your story 1 to story 6. You can see the mass of your story 1. In case you want to know the weight of each story, you can just check the mass. You can see this is the mass in tons, then you multiply by the gravity and then you convert to maybe Newton, so you can know the weight of each story this way. Okay, so let me expand and see all stories. So if you look at this, you can see your notional load in the x direction is 0, 0, 0. Your notional load in y is 0, 0. Your wind load in x 0, 0. Your wind load in y is 0, 0. So we've only created the combination, but we've not added the load. So the first thing you can do is you can import wind load. ProtaStructure already have a template for every code you pick. So this is for BS8110. So let's see. So click on import wind load. Okay, so these are the templates. There is one, you can see this is for the pie cap, this is for the pad footing, this is for pie cap 2, this is for soil profile, and these two, they are for wind load. So I didn't pick for the separate negative. This is the one. Then you pick this and then you import that. So when you import that, automatically it will calculate the wind load for each story based on that template we imported. So let me open each now. You can see the notional load, we are not so concerned about that, but the wind load. So you can see the wind load in the first story, which is story 1. You can see we have 100, we have 120 in the x. You can see then the corresponding y. You can see y10 110. Y10 130. If you check for story 2 as well, you will see you have 102, 122. You can see. So now the wind load has been calculated. Then you can just click on OK. Then you go ahead to do your analysis. Okay, so that is one. Unlike your gravity load, where your gravity load is usually distributed downward, wind load is not that same way. You can have a wind load in the right, you can have wind load coming from the left. So you can as well create a load combination for the positive and the negative. So you go back to the pre-analysis, you go to loading combination, go to loading generator, create unfactored for vertical, the horizontal. The notional loading, you can just take it away, we don't really need it. So wind load, so after you pick the wind load for the positive, you can also define separate negative. So when you now check this, you see something has changed. You can see you have W in the x, which is positive, W in the y, which is negative, W plus y positive, W minus y negative. You understand? So you have positive and negative. So you can do that and then you click on OK. So when you come back here and then you want to import, you can pick this. You can see wind point load, separate negative load cases. So you have defined for separate load cases here. All right, so you click on this, then you open. Now if you expand all stories, you see you have, for the positive, you can see you have positive 100, negative this. So you have about 4. You have for the positive and you have for the negative. All right, so that is another way you can work with the wind load. But actually this wind load is a template. What we are doing right now is we are importing the wind load template that has been installed in the ProtaStructure for each code template, which is BS811 in this case. But the real fact is this wind load cannot actually determine the kind of area where I am in. All right, for example, I am in Nigeria now, I am in Kwara State. I cannot use the BS810 template to determine the wind load I have in my area, because wind load actually depends on the geographical zone and then the kind of wind they have in that area. So you have another way to do that. So if that is the case, you come to wind load calculator. Then if you want to use the wind load calculator, you need to know the wind speed and the wind pressure. All right, so for this area of the country, for the wind load we usually use 45, and then the pressure we use 0.8. all right, so if you want to design in maybe Kano or Kaduna or anywhere, you can just see the bureau or the ministry or anywhere where you can get a data of the annual wind record they have, and then you take record for the wind speed and the wind pressure, so you can have this. So here you put 45 and then 0.8, then you click on apply. Then you will see that the load calculation is different from what we had before. So you can see for story 1, my wind, the negative I have -44, the positive I have 25, and then you can see. So this is another way you can do your wind load. So you can calculate your wind load, and you can as well import your wind load from the templates that have been installed in the ProtaStructure. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, don't hesitate to like, and most especially you need to subscribe. Thank you.